Hey guys, Kenneth here. I'm at the beautiful Yass Junction station, making my way back to Melbourne, waiting for the New South Wales TrainLink XPT. So for this trip to Canberra for Christmas, I've used the New South Wales TrainLink XPT service to get me there. It requires a trip from Melbourne Southern Cross Station here to Yass Junction and then a coach to Canberra. There's also vice versa coming back the other way. Now, as you can see around me, it's a bit different with the amount of smoke around. Unfortunately, Australia has been hit by a lot of bushfires, including some recent horrible ones on the New South Wales south coast. So first I'm going to focus on the actual train trip and coach trip itself. Now I don't have much footage apart from this little snippet of my trip from Melbourne to Canberra, as I didn't have a window seat. I do, however, later in this video have a look at the food that I had. So for the trip back to Melbourne from Canberra, I started off at the Canberra railway station in Kingston. Now you can also choose either Queanbeyan railway station or West Rowan Civic as your starting destination for your final destination for the coach to connect with the train. You can either do Cootamundra or Yass Junction stations. In my case, I selected Yass Junction as the station where I'll change from the coach to the train. It does involve about a half-hour wait, but it ensures that I get a longer time on the train, which is a lot more comfortable than if I was on the coach. Now the coach does go through a few country towns, of course if you go to Cootamundra a lot more, but in the trip to Yass Junction it goes through Mountbateman and then through Yass itself, which is a very nice view of a bit of the old and the new. So once you get to the heritage listed Yass Junction station, they do have some information for you to be able to work out when the train's coming, as well as, most importantly, which carriage you're going to get it on at, especially as the train does come in very fast and they do want you to board pretty quickly so that you can get seated and the train can get off on its way to the next destination. Now for the trip back to Melbourne on the train, I did get a window seat, so I can show you some of the views and stations that we pass on along the way. I won't show you everything because you would probably get a bit hungry and want to head to the buffet car. So there will be a few times in the trip where they will announce about the buffet car. Usually the ones that are very important to listen out for are the hot meals that they serve at lunch and dinner time. These hot meals do vary slightly from trip to trip, but they usually consist of either a roast, a rice dish, noodles, vegan dishes. Check with the staff with what they actually have available. Now the pork stir fry I had on the trip from Melbourne to Canberra, it was okay. I wouldn't really call it a stir fry, but it was still pretty delicious to have. On my way back to Melbourne, I had both lunch and dinner. For the lunch, I actually went and got the roast chicken, which is actually very nice. The chicken itself is very juicy, and I somehow find this to be the most enjoyable meal. For dinner though, I had the spaghetti bolognese, which was nice, but a few bits of the spaghetti was a bit dry. Throughout the trip as well, you can get a various amount of snacks, including cheese on crackers, banana bread, and ice cream. Some of the things that make train travel very attractive is it's a very comfortable way to travel between some of the long distances we've got here in Australia. It allows you to see a lot of the countryside that you probably would never ever see. And you can even see some heritage trains and even some of the freight trains that make up the Australian freight network. Now the train usually arrives into Melbourne around 6:30 p.m. Once you arrive in Melbourne, you can get your luggage if it's been checked in. The train arrives at platform 1 of Southern Cross Station, where you then can go to a regional or metropolitan train, the Skybus, or even get a tram. As I mentioned at the start of this vlog, there have been some devastating bushfires that have hit various parts of Australia, including the New South Wales South Coast, Kangaroo Island in South Australia, East Gippsland in Victoria, just to name some of the affected areas. Now, of course, a lot of people are needing to rebuild from the damage that has occurred and getting their lives back together. To help these people, you can donate to the Red Cross, to Anglicare, and various other organisations. If you want to find out more how you can help these communities affected by the bushfires, contact either your local government or one of the charities that I mentioned. That's it for this vlog. I'll catch you next time.